Did you guys see the tweet from Eleanor Tourette? Why am I asking this? Well, of course you did. I mean, it's been making the rounds and most XRP enthusiasts got wind of this tweet. But for the sake of our friends who don't even know what I'm talking about, here's the tweet. This simple interview broke the internet in minutes. Eleanor and the team break down what is happening with the Ripple case, and it's jaw-dropping. You wouldn't even believe what Eleanor has to say about this case. Additionally, this entire interview was centered around Eleanor's article on Fox Live, where she went into detail about what is happening with the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit. Anyway, before we get into all the details, let's roll that intro. Hello guys, and welcome to Money Side, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you get updates when we drop new videos. Don't forget to smash that like button, and you can leave comments in the section down below. Now, to everyone who's been supporting us from the start, I just want to take time to say thank you. Now, on to today's topic. The court case between the SEC and Ripple has been dragging on for far too long now. And this tweet by Eleanor hinted the possibility of a settlement coming in soon, and that's why the price of this coin went up again. Most crypto enthusiasts are buying more XRPs awaiting for liftoff, which will probably happen faster than what we've expected. More importantly, Eleanor also hinted the fact that the SEC was warned against going after Ripple because it will be bad for their image. She talks about the evidence that she found out during her investigation while writing the article. And there's a lot of incriminating evidence against the SEC. Sudden events that seem like coincidences are too common and don't actually sound as if these are a coincidence. Tourette, as a journalist, doesn't give her personal views into the matter, but the evidence she presents tells it all. You should definitely take your time to read the article, and if you're an XRP enthusiast, I assure you it'll be worth your time. And that's not the only tweet that Eleanor Tourette talks about. Back in December, she wrote a post saying, "We received proposed terms by Valhill Capital for the Fed to purchase XRP from participating token holders. They include ESDRs valued at $37,500 per token, reserved rights to receive airdrops to the XRP ledger, complete debt forgiveness, and a tax break for token holders and descendants. The federal government will try everything to ensure you sell your cryptos and they can buy them back." But this notion of the Fed buying back XRP has not been confirmed yet. Anyone who sold their XRPs at the time clearly didn't make any profit and potentially lost from a serious uptrend, which is just around the corner. There are also other speculations that the Fed will buy back XRP just like what they did with gold. Now, that still remains to be confirmed, since the idea is that exchanges will likely take all of your XRPs from your wallet. We might be witnessing the next 2008 recession, considering the successive inflation that has been happening over the last few months. And when that happens, the governments will be looking for a way out of that phase, and I do believe XRP is the answer. For instance, with XRP, companies can get on-demand liquidity, which could help neutralize the effects of inflation long enough for the government to do something about it. But if the SEC keeps firing at Ripple, we might not see this come to pass, and most account holders will suffer the consequences. The other thing is that through Ripple, the U.S. can finally regain its status in the global financial economy. That's because Ripple's framework can be used to speed up the CBDC adoption process and creation in the U.S., thereby placing the country in front of rivals like China. CBDCs are a great way for the government to tap into the crypto resources and initiate flawless adoption of cryptos in the United States. More importantly, XRP and Ripple act as the perfect bridge currency to bring the fiat and crypto worlds together. But will the government, or rather the SEC, allow this to happen? Or will they cook up new evidence to continue holding Ripple hostage in court? I don't know about you, but I feel like this court case has a different end goal that we can't see. The SEC seems determined to continue holding Ripple in court, even though they've already established that Ripple isn't selling securities. Their problem is based on a rule break that was done during the launch of XRP, which, I might add, according to the SEC, is no longer happening. So why hold the entire company hostage over an error that could be easily sorted through by settling and simply pat on the wrist? If the SEC was serious about doing the right thing, Ripple would already be back to business as usual, and this court case could be a thing of the past. But now, we still have to wait for the SEC to decide when they are planning to let go of Ripple so we can continue buying XRPs before the crypto starts to rule the whole crypto space. So, from what I've stated, do you think the SEC will finally let go of Ripple? And why? From my perspective, we are all about to witness the greatest crypto win of all time. It will likely happen soon. I don't really think the SEC has the energy to continue this fight. And sooner or later, the government will also start to question the actions of this regulatory body if they continue. More importantly, the crypto community will also go after the SEC, and that could be detrimental for the regulatory body. Therefore, this is a war they will likely lose if they continue down the same path. All that said, time now to check out the technical analysis. In today's analysis, we take a quick look at XRP. The altcoin market is following Bitcoin at this point, so it's only natural for us to take a quick look at the Bitcoin chart as well. Our first sell wall is expected to be around $1. A retest of support at the 80 cents zone would be healthy, but this will depend on how Bitcoin reacts at the next local resistance at 45,000 to 47,000. All in all, I believe the next alt season 2022 is going to be epic as crypto adoption increases. We're still early, but we must be patiently early. On now to Bitcoin. It's currently in a very important decision area at 44,000. How it handles this level will be very telling of what is likely to come in the near future. This is a prior support turned resistance. If we can stay above it, I see a good chance that we get to a new all-time high. If it struggles here and stays in a range, however, we will likely see a much deeper drop in Bitcoin and a long bear winter season. Possible bullish sign today. Bitcoin started to show a little decoupling, a detachment from the stock market today as it moved up while the stock market fell. Whether or not this will be a trend or just a temporary thing remains to be seen. It is possible that just like in the summer, all of the Bitcoin paper hands have been shaken out and all of the Bitcoin diamond hands have come in to grab all the Bitcoin at their desired price. If so, that may be the turnaround needed for a continuation to a new all-time high. We will be watching, of course. As always, do your own research and always trade safely. Please keep in mind, we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. You can let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you as always for watching. We appreciate you. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below. And be sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss out whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next Money Side.